Hello my friends, welcome to the metal shop. This is the first video shot with the new iPhone 8 that I just got the other day. So you're learning along with me. I'm going to kind of do something a little different today. I already did a project and I'm just going to kind of do an overview of the installation that is already completed. So I went four-wheeling a couple of weeks ago and I found the need immediately for, oops, sorry about that, the immediate need for a hand throttle. So I picked up the Teraflex Hand Throttle kit. And sorry, this is low light here. I don't even know how to pause this. Let's stand by here. I'm gonna get shop light. Hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to edit that out anyway. So, there is the Teraflex Hand Throttle. I had to do a little bit of a custom installation because I don't have a stock shifter, lever, stick, whatever. The Hurst isn't exactly the same. It's, you know, it's rectangular and it goes up to circular, so all I really did was I put grip tape around the shifter here and then cinched this fixture, the lever here. I cinched it on. There's a little rubber grommet in here as well, which I hope you can see right there. I cinched it on over that grip tape so that it couldn't slide back and forth over the chrome handle. So that's first. You mount the lever there. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out to, there's an excellent how-to video on YouTube by the Average Joes of Arizona, and I will include the link to his excellent installation video down in the description. Anyway, first things first, you do this. You put the lever here on your handle, then you have to run the cable, which comes into two parts. It comes with the little interior braided metal cable and the outer sheath separately. So what you do is you have to feed the cable. You see the end of it right there. Sorry, that's kind of washed out. You see the end of it right there. You feed it through here and then in through the sheath. And what they want you to do, what the instructions say, and the instructions are only available online, and they're quite poor. The instructions they're piss poor, terrible instructions. They want you to feed it through to go up over the transmission tunnel and through a grommet through your firewall. Now, the Average Joes of Arizona did it the same way that I did it, and I fed it down through the shifter boot and down on top of the transmission over that way. It is a much, much cleaner installation like that. You just remember that you have your upper boot, the one that's visible around your shift handle, and there is an inner boot. And no matter how much you try, you cannot slip that cable down through there without taking apart your console. Ask me how I know. So take that apart, fish your cable through, down on top of the transmission, and then into the engine compartment. Now up here in the engine compartment, you have to drill a hole in this plate here. This houses your regular throttle. This is your gas pedal here. And there's another hole here for cruise control if you have cruise control. And they show you briefly in the instructions if you have cruise control how to mount it. I don't have cruise control. So you have to drill this hole for this bolt here to mount this angle bracket. And what this does is it holds a bolt that's got a hole through it just to make sure that your cable is being pulled in the absolute right direction. So I fished my cable alongside my regular throttle cable. I will neaten that up with a couple of wire ties, and I have one on there and a little bit of electrical tape that I just use just to hold the cable in the engine compartment from falling back down. So you drill the hole in this bracket, mount your little angle with a through bolt, and feed the cable through. You make a loop here, and as I've covered mine up with heat shrink, but there is a kind of a, I don't know what you want to call this. It's a cable stay that's that you put on there with you crimp it to hold your loop. Now that's kind of tricky there. I would recommend having a friend pull the cable taut while you crimp that stay, that cable tie, that metal stay right there, while you crimp it tight. Now there's two ways that you can do this, and I saw on YouTube a couple guys had problems when they made the cable super taut. When they shifted into reverse, it was revving up their engine, and that's not good. So you have to decide how you want it. I left mine with just the tiniest little bit of slack. I don't know if you can even see that. It's almost imperceptible. So I left mine with a tiny little bit of slack so that when you click up on the throttle, it's one click takes out the slack, and then you've got much more adjustability. If you want yours taut, that's fine. You can click the lever, you know, the actuator in the cab. You could click that up a click or two, put this on here as tight as you can, and then when you release it, this thing is going to be taut. Again, I wanted mine just a little bit loose. I found that it gives you just a little bit more, you know, a little bit more flexibility. It's not going to rev up when you're in reverse, and it works just fine. I did also want to mention I did install this K&N wrap here. This is actually designed for the water, to keep water out, but it's also great for superfine dust if you have that. It's very expensive. Believe this was like, I want to say this was over $30, quite a ripoff, but if you want the one that fits your K&N filter, then you're going to pay for it. So any other issues that I had with this, that's the tip right there. If you want the cable super taut, adjust your actuating lever a couple of clicks, flip this around, bend the stay on with a good pair of pliers, or I actually used something for electrical crimping tool to get that. It was not easy. They give you this little pin here too to hold it onto the throttle lever here. So let's have a quick demonstration, I suppose, is in order here. See this thing work. My e-brake on. Yep, in reverse. All right. So turn the radio down. At 1500 RPM. This has a click adjuster on it too. Completely off. One click, take out the slack. Next click. You see how useful this could be. Of course. Great quality video here. You can adjust this here, this little twist makes it tighter, looser, and off. Forget to put it back in reverse, turn off the brake. Anyway, so that's where we're at. The Teraflex Hand Throttle, about $36. I'll include a link. I don't remember where I bought it. It's price fixed across the board, whether you get it from Amazon or Morris 4x4 or Quadratech or whatever. So I hope that the quality of this video, even though my cinematography here was pretty crappy today, I hope anyway the quality is much improved, and my videos will get better now that I've shooting them with the iPhone 8. So as always, my friends, I appreciate your watching my videos. Please give me a thumbs up if you're so inclined. Like my video, share my video. Please consider subscribing if you are new to the channel. All right, take care. Bye-bye.